We've got something special today. Two Dots. New game we just started playing. Two Dots. We've made a little changes on the screen to help you enjoy the game as much as we have. So in this game, it's this puzzle type game where you're connecting at least two dots at a time. For the most part, fairly simple. But you explaining the rules right now. Essentially, you can, as long as you can connect two in a row, and they have to be vertically or horizontal, no diagonals. And it's simple as that. You have your little goal in this picture. Well, so what I really suggest you do is go ahead and, if you don't have the game yet, go ahead and download it. Two Dots. I don't get anything for recommending you do this, and just play along with me. It's not a big download. It's fairly it's a fairly lightweight program, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. This is level 1 that I'm on. Feel free to pause, go ahead and download the game and play along with me. I've got quite a bit of games played today. I think we made it up to level 15 with some bonus material. Now, I'm not going to necessarily recommend the bonus material, but I am going to recommend the base game of Two Dots. And there's a few reasons for it. It's one a little bit different than the like Jewel type games, Candy Crush type games. It's just that little bit of difference I found to be pretty enjoyable. So I'm sorry the screen doesn't look like this. It looks like the one when we first started, but I just did this so you could follow along with the gameplay and see, what if you I don't know if you had some issues maybe with playing it or didn't quite understand how it went. So I changed the screen a little bit just to make that a little more obvious. So as you can see here, we're on level 2. We've got 26 moves left, and all you're trying to do is connect as many balls to get your goal, to meet your goal. And then this goal, you're trying to reach something like 15 of each of the 4 different colors, and they mix that up, which is nice. There's a few things that I find really nice about the game, like they mix up the goals, and they mix up the puzzles a little bit, so you're not looking at the same thing every single time. They usually will give you plenty of turns to figure it out, but they do break it up into different, like if you succeed in doing it, they will break it up into different star ratings. So 3 stars would be the best if you did it fast enough, and 1 star if you barely made it. And you can fail, and I think I do fail on one of them because of a mistake I was making consistently, and there was one where I kept getting 1 star because I kept making the same mistake. And what I'm going to do is hopefully help you avoid those mistakes. So you get a little, later on you get a bonus for passing it on your first try. I don't know what, as usual, I don't know what the point of the goal is. I don't really go out and try to figure that part of the games out. But, I'm sure the goal is there for a reason. I just, maybe just by, what do they call those things? I'm sure the gold is there for a reason. It's probably to buy cosmetics. So once again, I'm sorry, the screen doesn't actually look like this. I've just chopped it into pieces for this presentation. So this is actually one of the biggest tricks in the game, and it's connecting 4 dots. It's okay, so there's a little misrepresentation. I was going to tell you to connect 4 dots to make a square. Yes, you just need to make a square. It doesn't necessarily have to be 4 dots. It could be, 3 by 3. If that's the square that you want to make, as long as it's a square. And later on, what happened was you'll come to a stage where the dots are you'll have areas where there are no dots. So I will have to rearrange this just a little bit to make it fit a little bit better. Maybe I'll just drop this a little bit. Sorry, we have a weird just modify this a little bit so you can see more. Make sure we can see all the puzzle. So as you can see, as long as you make a square, you can have something in the middle of it, like a blank spot. You get credit for the square. So what the square does, it knocks out all of that color. So like right there, all the yellow or gold will disappear. If you did the purple up top, you get all the purple. So that becomes basically the main strategy that you're going to have going forward. Is you're going to want to, oops, I made a mistake there. I didn't want to do that. I'll have to fix that later. But sorry, the puzzle is not fitting exactly like I'd like. Let's see. So yeah, so it's for me, the challenge isn't so much completing each puzzle. It is doing it in the fastest manner possible. There we have a gold or orange or yellow, whatever that is. So one thing you have to be wary of when you're doing that is, one, make sure you connect all 4. You connect, together. So you have to make that last 1, 2, 3. You have to go back and connect the 4th dot. Even though they're connected as, and that was the mistake I was making, because when you were playing this game, I was playing with my finger. I couldn't see that I was not connecting it all the way, and that would dramatically change the results. But like in this one here, if the reds were 2 more over, it would give you credit. I believe, at least it did when there's a blank spot in the middle. So why that matters is some of these, it becomes extremely difficult if you cannot make squares. So you should try to figure out, how to make squares from above. And so I'm still a rookie here, but for the most part, each level is not very long. But this is a fairly long video. You say, oh, this is like an hour-long video or something, but that's going to be because of the bonus material. The bonus material is quite big, a lot bigger than I anticipated. I don't even know if I could say I enjoyed it. There was I played them, or continued to play them. It was kind of forced, it seemed. Like, I didn't see a way to X out of it. I don't play the bonus materials, at least in the beginning. I want to see if the game itself is wonderful or not. But in this game, I felt kind of forced. I think it was after I thought it was after the 5th level, honestly, but but it doesn't appear so. It seems like it's probably closer to the 10th level. And what the bonus material is just it was sort of a searching game. Search, find the whatever. They had like find a hat, find 5 hats that look like this in this image. And it's a pretty big image, and you have to scroll around. If your eyes aren't great like mine, you're gonna have to zoom in and out. And when we get there, if eventually you can get out of it once you've played at least a few minutes. I'm pretty sure there was like a spot you could like say, okay, I don't feel like doing this. But when I started, I wanted to get through it just to see if I've been looking for a game like that for a while, just to see if it would be interesting. And two, I like completeness. I wanted to be complete. I wanted to see if it would be fun. If I would feel like, okay, this was great or not. And I wanted to, as part of the review for the game, I wanted to see if it was cheesy. I guess sometimes the hidden images are extremely especially like the what the difference ones, but the were they hiding this, where were they hiding the I think there were like 8 or 10 different things you had to find, 5 of each, so 50 items. Were they hiding them in weird spots that I should have, I would never know, or I just have to guess to find it. Now, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but I don't see any ads. I don't see any ads in the game, which is always a big plus, especially when you're just trying a game out. Maybe later on there are ads, or maybe features that are locked by ads. Now, it does, if you fail, I think if you're close, you can get like extra turns if you watch. I think that's one of them. But there are some like optional ads, but nothing I've needed to do. In the bonus games, if you needed hints to help you find the objects, like I said, these I want to say they were like 30-minute plus. 30-minute plus to I think this is like 2 hours, 2 hours worth of material, and I want to say that at least an hour of it was on the bonus materials. I wound up playing twice. I kind of regret the second one because, if you don't like those kind of games, which I didn't gather any real enjoyment out of it, and it was okay. It just was played because it popped up, and once I started, I wanted to finish. But compared to this, the actual game, I'd rather play this. This is a lot more enjoyable for me. But they kind of feel like side quests, and side quests can be fun. They can be a lot of fun. We play a lot of going balls. They have a soccer match in there that we really like. They have a race that we kind of like. I'm not very good at it, but but like I said,